homeschool room tour that I've been asked to do by a couple people. So this is our homeschool room. We actually just moved it, or I just moved it from the area that it was before, which was our front room. That is now the playroom. The playroom used to be in here, but I just felt like this was a way better use of space for the homeschool room. This room is smaller than the room that we had, the playroom, so we wanted to give the kids more space to play, and this just actually works out better with a setup for the homeschool room. So I guess to kind of give you a tour, we have double doors right here where we keep crafts and like my husband's military gear and games and just my old uniforms, sewing machines, just extra storage we use in here. The closet, right? I have our little calendar that we use for the month, days of the week, weather, and then we can put like little cards up here like Colton's birthday is tomorrow. On Saturdays we have no school. We had a special St. Patrick's Day party with our homeschool group this day. So the kids like taking the stuff out of the pockets and arranging stuff for the week. Over here, down here is actually books for my husband, and he has a lot of anatomy books and like coral reef books because he's an avid fish person. These I'm going to be doing a review on. I was gifted these from a friend. It's a different curriculum. I haven't used it, and it's literally brand new. She tried homeschooling during the pandemic, and then obviously after the pandemic, she went back to work and her kids went back to school, but girlfriend went all out, and then they were so nice enough to gift us everything that they had like hardly ever used, which I'm like over the moon about. And then I have some Easter crafts we're going to be doing right here. I have some learning mats. These old pans, I have them do sensory stuff on, and this is like a little light up thing where they can do like coloring and tracing on. I have extra supplies in this bin. Our current books that we're using, like our current binders for stuff that we're using, goes in here. And then I have some completed binders here. Same thing up here. We have stuff that they're working on currently here. Preschool stuff. I was also gifted this, and I'm using this right now with Gage, so I'll be doing a review on that. Some more just this is stuff like our lamination stuff. So I laminate stuff, and I actually have a little laminator right there, a little cowboy hat, hey. Some books that my husband reads for work. So we got, you know, photos at the top. Little picture area, books that we're doing, and I'm slowly building up like our book library. Some containers for storage stuff. And then down here I have extra spiral notebooks, extra composition, extra loose leaf and graph paper right there. We have binders from stuff that I pre-bought that was on sale. I bought a lot of Black Friday stuff, and I have taken out and put into binders for us to use. We have some workbooks that I haven't gotten out of my, like that I didn't take out of like the book, like our American history book. This is actually just like the textbook, so I didn't want to take that out because all my kids are going to be using it. We have our flashcard bin. We have index cards. This I need to put names, little decals of names on stuff for the kids. We have some just extra workbook stuff in here that I split up. Tons of extra workbook stuff, like substitution stuff if the kids are getting bored. I actually have all my old yearbooks right here. I didn't have anywhere else to put them. We have another game right here, and then another bin for papers that are like loose that I can file right here. Over here we have our sensory area. So I have Play-Doh stuff, like those two containers are full of Play-Doh toys. These are actually really great to get at Christmas. They're these big containers, and they have like 45 to 50 pieces of Play-Doh toys in them, and it's perfect. You can keep the containers, you can like store them like that. It's awesome. So then I have like kinetic sand, I have like string and stickers. This is a little paint thing. We have pipe cleaners, we have scissors, cotton balls, you know, crayons and colored pencils. We have markers, dot paints, paint brushes, paint supplies, like small tissue paper, small paints, regular paint. And up here we have stuff to make slime with, extra slime stuff. And then my second oldest Jace does like rock stuff, where he takes rocks and he has his little machine that he puts like different smoothing agents in to make them like nice and pretty. So that's his stuff up there. And I have extra Play-Doh in this box up here. So love this. Love our sensory area. This is an old laundry, like little laundry stand that I use now, that I'll pop it up and I'll put right here, and I will put our paint stuff on it so it can dry and like be in the sun. So if you have, I think I got this like 10 years ago from the dollar store. If you can find one of these, they're perfect for your kids' paint stuff. And then I have obviously our desk area. This is Jace's area. I color coded all the kids. They each have their own favorite color. So Jace's station is green. He's got his headphones, pencils. His board has like crayons, markers, colored pencils, some STEM stuff. His little learning chart for online school. We use these little dry erase boards to have like little ones on hand if they want to, you know, do a quick problem or they need like some help with something instead of like using paper. These containers over here contain their paperwork stuff that they have to do for school. They have index cards, which has the spelling letters of spelling of the week and stuff in here, and sight words that, you know, they're working on currently. So this is Jace's station. Yellow is Gage's station. So we have a bunch of preschool stuff in here. There's his little container, his board, and then Gage and I kind of share an area. So this is my stuff. So I have dry erase markers, pens, pencils, extra scissors. We broke the top of R2-D2's head. This is my little Scentsy like candle warmer and stuff. They broke the top of his head. So sad. So we also have an Alexa. We like to turn, as you can see, she turned on. Alexa off. She plays music for the kids. We do like, you know, kids bop and just stuff to like get the sillies out. She reads stories and stuff. I really love, it's really great to have her. Over here, I have Weston's board area. So if you can see, there's only 3 desks. Before my other area, I had 4 desks. However, with Weston being older now, he has a desk in his room. Also, when he gets overwhelmed, he goes into his room. So there are times where I have like this extra little, it's called a wiggle chair when he comes down, or even Colton uses, I have another one over there. When he comes down, I'll have one of them sitting on the wiggle chair. So he'll use like this space if he's down here and I'm going over with him or helping him with something. So he'll use this space, and I'll normally pull Gage over to this little table area where we do like a lot of our sensory play if I have him doing something, or he just has too much of a sensory overload. Like right now he's doing school and his brothers are doing dishes and they're playing, and it was too much in here and down here. So he's up in his room, which is totally fine. That's why we gave him that space so he could get away if he became too overloaded. Because even though he was wearing headphones, he was still just getting very overwhelmed, and I could see it. So he went upstairs. And with any of my kids, if they feel like they're getting too overwhelmed down here with everyone else, they pick different spots in the house to do school. Like I have a schoolroom because I like having an area where I can kind of bring them all together and do stuff. We keep all of our stuff in an area, so that's why I like it. But we kind of do school all over the house. I just like having a room that's dedicated. So because 9 times out of 10 we're in this room, but like I said, there is days where we're just kind of all over the house. So that's his area. And then I have my little like my little stand area of some stuff that I have there. Pencil sharpener, you know, tissues on the desk. And then there's their paperwork for the week. I still keep his paperwork down here because I like to keep organized. And we all know kids are not organized. So this is Colton's area. Oh, don't mind my drink and my. This is Colton's area. That's his paperwork, and he has a little pencil case for like letters and the numbers we're working on because they're loose and I don't want to lose them. So we have a pencil case in there for him. That will wind up going over to Gage when we get ready to bump him up. And same thing, he has his pencil container. He has, I made this little paper to work on handwriting and spelling their names. So they trace this, and I have one for Gage that he traces. And this is actually their Play TV, but I kept it in here because we are doing a lot more like interactive things now that I need a TV for. Like I'll put on, kind of like with this preschool thing that I'm doing, they have some like character building stuff that they have a DVD for. So we'll put that on the TV, or I'll put something educational. We love Science Max. There's a whole bunch of things that like I have now I can use a TV for, when I wish I would have thought of this sooner instead of taking the kids into the other room. And we do stuff on the TV now. One day I will have a projector. Like my goal is to have like one of those interactive whiteboards, especially with the younger three, because they're so close in age. Like group learning with them would be so much easier, but that's a dream for another day. My mom actually gave me this, and why I never bought one of these, it blows my mind. So my mom bought this, and because she's redoing her house and she wanted something for the grandkids, and she's like, oh, you know what, it's not gonna fit in my space. I've always bought this roll paper from IKEA because it was really great to do sensory stuff, and I normally will just cut a piece out and let the kids play there. Well, this little easel, this little easel from IKEA, which was like, I think it's like $25. It has a chalkboard on one side, so we were doing some letters. And then on the other side, it's a dry erase board, and Jace was doing like a little math quiz earlier. But it also had this to where you can just pull the paper down and they can paint on it. This has literally been a tool that I have used so much since I have gotten it that I kick myself for not getting one sooner in the last what is it? 19 to 20, 2021, 21. So, oh my goodness, I've been homeschooling for 3 years now. Good Lord. The last 3 years, I really wish I would have bought this. This is helping with handwriting. It's helping with their mental thinking, because I will give them like a word that they need to write and they write it down. So this must have, like if you have an IKEA near you, it's literally $21 and it's so multifunctional. Get yourself one of these. Like, I don't know, I'm kicking myself for not having this before. And then I have a little hook on the wall for aprons for when they're painting. And then this is just like a slim bookcase. Everything is, by the way, everything is from IKEA. I love IKEA. Bookshelves, IKEA. These bookshelves were $39 from IKEA. And then this bookshelf right here was, the slim one was $15. So I keep all of our construction paper on it. These two lower shelves I use for like sensory games. Like we have sight word SWAT, we have alphabet bingo. Oh my gosh, my kids love alphabet bingo. We have some watercolor paper right here, dinosaur matching, alphabet, and then we have some games like Candyland and Dino Fishing and stuff like that. But yeah, so literally everything in here is from IKEA except this and this. Like obviously like the computers and stuff aren't from IKEA, but furniture wise, everything is from IKEA. And it was super cheap. It really made it possible for us to have like a cute homeschool room without spending a crazy amount of money. So this is our homeschool room, guys. Liking it? Liking it? It's nothing fancy. It gets the job done. Oh, I also have, I guess we can kind of open the drawers here. So this is remote. My kids completely dumped out all the staples we had. So I keep it in this container. I have extra mouses for the computer. This we have for, what is it? This the Osmo game for the iPad. Love that. We have sensory math blocks. What is it? No, Matthew C blocks. That's what it's called. So, I just dumped that all out. I'll have to fix that in a second. I have extra math. I have extra lesson stuff down here. That's kind of just a free-for-all. And then we have, like, I have a map that I'm going to get ready to hang up. And I have, like, a computer case over here. I have some extra, what is that? I have some extra, what are these called? Like screws and stuff I keep in here. Then the kids have this create your own comic book thing that we got. I have a hole puncher, stickers. We have some more flashcard stuff that I'm working on with Gage in here. We have, oh, and this is why I'm keeping the TV in here. We have all of these great, amazing books on CDs that I will put in here and play during the day. So I keep all of them in here. More of the comic books together too. My husband and son made paper so they could make treasure maps on. So I keep the extra in here. And then I have some stuff for my own, like a scale for mail and stuff that I keep down here. So yeah, that is the homeschool room. Nothing fancy, gets the job done. I absolutely love our homeschool room. It's one of my favorite spaces in my house. I will literally spend so much time in this room and it makes my heart happy. Thanks for joining me, guys. Let me know what you have in your homeschool room that makes you happy. Tell me what you think might be able to make my life easier. What did you see in here? Maybe that you're like, oh, I want to get one of those, or just tell me how your homeschool room setup is. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.